Today we got VFX artist reveals true scale of Attack on Titan 2. So we reacted to the like a scale size Attack on Titan video before. It did pretty well. And it was actually enjoyable to watch. So look forward to watching it again. So anyways, let's stop what we're doing. Let's get right to it. Bro, if Titans were actually, who knows? They may have been real, bro. Earth is crazy,
out there. You're just in time
if
to
like
see the
Titans
most
were real now, it'd be
terrifying
tough.
thing from Attack on Titan. This brutal story about massive walls protecting the last of humanity was a lie. The walls were never a defense, they were a weapon. Buried within the hardened stone surface are colossal titans. An entire
Greatest
army
anime show
of
of all
colossal
time.
titans. They rest here dormant, waiting to be awakened with a single mission: to destroy the world. In this video, you're getting a glimpse of the apocalypse. What if the rumbling was real?
This CGI?
Again, I'll try my best to avoid story spoilers like the last time I made a video about Attack on Titan, but with the conclusion of the anime, I just have to talk about the rumbling. I won't mention any details, so don't worry if you're not caught up. I mean, not all of us have made
If you
it
ain't
to
caught up,
season
you're just a
4,
crazy
part 3,
man
episode
or a
2,
woman.
Chapter 5. But regardless, I think it's time for us to see some fish bones. That's the nickname I've given to the largest and most bizarre titan in the entire series. Consisting almost entirely of exposed bones, this giant ribcage titan measures over 1 kilometer in length, with the spines on its back reaching 650 meters tall. Simply put, this titan towers over most modern city skyscrapers, though it would still be shorter than the tallest building in the world. Although I have no idea how the heck this thing is supposed to even move. I mean, does it just float around like a blimp? Does it crawl along on its bones like the legs of a centipede? Or what if it just stood up on the... Wait, are those legs? Look at those legs! Just when I thought this titan couldn't get more bizarre, somehow this takes it there. So yeah, perhaps it's a good call not having it stand up like this.
I'm super hungry.
The main thing to know about this monstrosity is that it controls the army of titans that are waiting within the walls. According to legend, the walls were formed from countless colossal titans standing shoulder to shoulder. Using a special hardening ability to grow the walls around them, they encased themselves inside. However, once awoken, the walls would crumble and reveal a literal clone army of the single most dangerous titan. It's a force capable of destroying the entire world without having to do more than just walk. See, unlike the threat of traditional weapons like guns or bombs, this weapon is an unstoppable tidal wave that will hydraulic press the entire world until it's flat. So how many wall titans make up this force? The show never gives us a legit answer, but fortunately they did leave enough breadcrumbs for us to figure out because, yeah, I did the math. In order to calculate the scale of the rumbling, we need two things: the size of the walls and the titans inside. Now, I always assumed that the wall titans were the same size as the colossal titan, but there's a big problem with that assumption. The colossal titan is taller than the wall.
Barely.
I mean, this guy looming above the wall is one of the most iconic images from the story. How is he supposed to fit inside? That's what she said. One possible answer is that the wall titans are just shorter, but there's actually some evidence from season 1 suggesting they're not.
Really?
There's a story of a miner who tried to tunnel beneath the wall but hit bedrock about 10 meters down, implying that maybe he just hit the hardened feetsies of the wall titans themselves. So all right then, I guess that means the wall titans are 60 meters tall, 20 meters wide, and buried at least 10 meters down. This actually makes a lot of sense because any wall is going to need a solid foundation so it doesn't just fall over. But how big are these walls? They reside on the island of Paradis, but if you flip the map, it looks just like Madagascar.
Is Attack on Titan the best anime show to y'all?
Resembling Marley. This suggests that the world of Attack on Titan is simply a mirror version of Earth, but the numbers tell a different story. Episode 1 revealed the radius of the 3 walls surrounding humanity.
His videos are good.
The total area within the walls is 723,000 square kilometers.
Yeah.
Not only is that bigger than Madagascar, but it's bigger than Texas. Texas. This little devil island is so much bigger than any of us realize.
Yo, by the way, I'm sorry if this is kind of like a boring reaction. I'm just actually intrigued of the video, so I want to watch it just like you guys want to watch it.
New York City and back.
I mean,
that is immense. But let's not forget that the Great Wall of China is 3 times longer than that. It's also
but go watch my other videos. You guys will definitely enjoy them.
Right? Okay, it's time to answer the big question. How many titans are in the walls? 350,000. This number alone is colossal. And would
Really?
make it the 16th largest army in the world if they were normal sized, but they're not. They're colossal titans. Just one is already the most dangerous creature in the entire world. The danger is mainly just from their feet, because all they need to do is step on you with their tremendous weight. I calculated that the weight of each of these titans is 6 million kilograms. That's the same weight as 52 blue whales, but stuffed inside a creature that walks on 2 legs. When walking, we apply anywhere from like 1.5 to 3 times our own body weight into the force of each step. Oh my God.
So, Aaron, with this being said,
The footprint the size of a studio apartment.
Aaron Power, like strongest like anime characters ranking, definitely has went up. Aaron, because you probably think he was weak just because maybe Titans and someone like Gojo can just blast sides away. But not exactly.
That was a close one, but fortunately, he didn't step on me. Oh no. Now, obviously your feet don't cover all the ground when walking, but with enough people around, every square inch sees the bottom of someone's foot. 350,000 pairs of feet is a lot, but in order to leave no ground unstomped, the marching titans would need to be multiple rows deep. They need to walk in a line so that the ground can get completely flat.
Bro, this editing is crazy.
All of the footsteps. So how many would it take? After scaling down a titan to my height and laser cutting its footprint into a stamp, I have titan feet. I set out to walk along this stretch of dirt until it was fully stomped down. Okay, now I'm gonna go do it again. And to my surprise, it only took 7 passes to completely stomp it all, which means that the marching formation only needs a column of 7 titans to squash the whole world, and the rumbling itself would be at least like 1,000 kilometers wide. It's a friggin' mega-meter line of pure destruction. They would have to comb across the world going back and forth like a lawnmower. Perhaps there'd even be some overlap so they don't end up with little gaps in the annihilation, you know? But the story takes place in an early industrial era where there aren't large-scale cities or buildings. 60-meter titans are literally the biggest things around, but that's not the case in a modern city. The main point I made about the colossal titan in my first video is that it's just not as big as you might expect, because compared to a modern city, it's really not. You could hide dozens of colossal titans inside New York City because most of the buildings in Manhattan are significantly taller than them. In the modern world, 60 meters just isn't all that big anymore, and wait, hold up. Is that what I think it is? Okay, I guess not. Apparently it's just a train station, but come on, it's even on a system called the Path. No? Oh. Remember the Godzilla movie that came out in '98 starring Ferris Bueller? That's a lot of fish. This Zilla stands only slightly taller than the colossal titan at 70 meters tall, but it wrecked New York City. Most buildings can withstand things like earthquakes, but bump a giant shoulder into it and there's no way that building's not getting condemned. And that's not even mentioning how much damage the military ended up doing to the city.
I never watched Godzilla, so I don't know.
The Titans certainly make much easier targets than a dodging lizard, but there's still one more trick up the Titans' muscly sleeves. They can emit supercritical steam. We're talking about steam that is so hot, it can ignite cloth on fire, like 600 or 700 degrees hot. So not only are these Titans stomping everything to a pulp, but they're also burning it all as well. Steam might not be able to get hot enough to melt steel beams, but it doesn't have to. The tremendous amount of heat generated by these titans would easily be enough to destroy a city. I mean, the windows would melt. Even the concrete of the buildings would be damaged from the heat. I mean, just look at how a simple pallet fire in Los Angeles destroyed a highway. Traffic has been awful. Which begs the question, if the rumbling were to happen in the real world today, could we resist? Could we fight back and win?
No.
To kill a titan, you have to destroy the nape of its neck. And over the course of the show, the characters
will
ways to do this, from
of course you will really have to nuke.
to these things called thunder
And nuking, like I said, how much damage that would do to the state.
Missiles, fighter jets, and even freaking nuclear bombs. So yeah, I think we could win. In fact, I dare say that the rumbling is less dangerous to us than we are to ourselves. It's the consolidation of power that's the real danger. And I think that's why I still find the concept of the rumbling so haunting. One of the themes of Attack on Titan is inevitability. The idea that we as humans cannot change our nature and are therefore powerless to change our future. But if that's true, then where do we go from here? How do we keep moving forward if what we're moving toward is this? Is it possible to change a story that's already been written? Is it pointless to even try?
This video was a W though, for sure, bro.
no. I don't believe in a deterministic universe. The future is ours to write.
Alright then, Aaron. Video.
Thank you so much for watching. This was a huge labor of love, and
that was a fire video for sure. Yeah, fire video. In the video.